Had a little technical difficulty there, I think. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I think we're on the air now, and everything should be working well. We're into this one in the first inning, 3-0 your score, as the Trojans are facing here the Bishop Ward Cyclones in this 3A Consolation. As Brock Scales comes to the plate and will strike out to end this inning. I'm not sure how much all of that you guys got, but the Trojans score 3 runs in the top of the first inning. We head to the bottom of the first inning here from Manhattan as the Trojans are taking on Bishop Ward in this 3A Kansas State High School Activities Association state tournament. We're back in 30 seconds on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama.
Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
Back out here, Toynton Family Stadium in Manhattan. BJ Harris along with you. We are in the bottom of the first inning here in this 3A consolation game. The Trojans and the Bishop Ward Cyclones. Again, we started off this game. I'm pretty confident we were on the air, but maybe we were not. If we did not, we were missed part of that first inning. The Trojans got to go and early on, but it was some walks and some lack of control from the pitcher Christian Stein. Walk by Drake Brooks, walk by Caleb Scales, a single to center, a walk by Wyatt Foley, then a fielder's choice RBI by Ethan Merrill, a fielder's choice RBI by Trevor Amershak drove in the runs, and then Jaden Norris able to get one in as well, and then a strikeout by Brock Scales is how they ended the first inning. That brings up Ethan Brooks to pitch for the Trojans. I mentioned this in the open as well. 5 innings pitched on the year, 1 game, battled through a little bit of injury and kind of worked his way back from that, and coach said he was throwing the ball very good. Over goes Foley to make the catch in center field. Sun in his eyes, uses his glove to shield it, and 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning. So the sophomore Brooks getting a really big opportunity here in a state tournament to gain some experience. It's a Trojan team that's certainly going to lose some talent from this squad, but also a team that returns some talent across the board. This one ripped to left field, tracking back, and it's going to go over Brock Scales' head. It'll bounce to the fence and goes over. Ground rule double. It's probably a good thing. That may have been. It caught the top of the fence out there when it bounced and almost rolled back in. If that was the case, he's probably standing on third. But instead, it's a double for Eric Tapia. And that brings up Emilio Ramirez, the first baseman. A double by Tapia. Brings up Ramirez. Ramirez against Columbus was 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And now ball gets away there, and we'll move Tapia over to third base. So a runner standing in scoring position with Ramirez. Ramirez 0 for 2. I can tell you right now, this guy looks the part. They don't put height and weight in here, but about 6'3", 6'4", 215. I mean, he is that prototypical baseball frame that is at the next level, collegiate and pro level. Certainly is what he's looking at, but going to have to try to get the battle of the ball here in this one. 0-2. 0-2 today. Earlier, he's 2-0 count right now from Brooks. This one low, ball 3. Sergio Fierro Neri, the third baseman, coming up next for Bishop Ward. And a strike got him on a strike there as Ramirez was already tossing his back going the other direction. Moves the count to 3-1. So he'll stay alive for at least one more here. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there from Brooks. I'll tell you what, a 3-run first, top of the first certainly is a good way to give some relief to your pitcher and allow him to have a little bit of breathing room, especially a young sophomore pitcher. Just missed outside, ball 4, and that will put Ramirez on first. Those are good pitches. Those aren't bad misses that Brooks is having. That brings up Sergio Fierro. He was 1 for 3 against the Titans with a single and an RBI, 2 strikeouts. This one, wild pitch. Just lucky to have it bounce back to Merrill, and that's going to hold the runner at third. Tapia will stay over there for now, but it does move Ramirez over to second. So now runners at second and third, 1 out, and a 1-0 count for Sergio Fierro. Swing and a miss there by Fierro. Colt Ungenauer for Columbus pitched a dandy of a game in that semifinal. Gave up 1 hit. Only had 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Defense did the work, but he pitched to Jim, and the 10.5-foot high jumper will load up, drive to Wichita after this is all over with, and be ready to go for a 3A high jump title tomorrow. So could be a pretty darn good weekend for Ungenauer. And they will have another wild pitch from Brooks that will let that runner score. So after a leadoff double by Tapia, he does cross home plate. So now it makes it 3-1. Brooks, you really would like to have settled down just a little bit early going to this one. Start to have a little bit of success. Certainly get out of the inning. 3-2 the count. Missed outside, another walk. So Fierro reaches with a walk. This is kind of what you get in this third place game after you burn your pitchers in 3A baseball. You're just not going to have 3, 4, 5 live arms all the time. And Brooks certainly a guy who will likely be an ace or a top starter on this team, but got to settle down just a little bit. Throw strikes. It's what coach is telling him right now. Been here before. Nothing different. Same 90-foot base paths and all that other stuff that's same everywhere. Easier said than done. 1 out. Runners on the corners now after they moved him around and scored a run. Brooks will check over to first. And pitch to De La Torre. Swing and a miss. Blah missed that one. Merrill's going to have to button it up a little bit behind home plate. And his second game of the day and third game in 2 days, probably starting to get a little wore out back there. It's where you got to dig down deep and don't let something cheap slip by your glove and trickle off and then let a run get in here. You got a 2-run lead. Don't want to let that go away. Bishop Ward, I think, is due for a rally. They started to have one against Columbus. Columbus stopped that pretty quickly, but they need to have something good happen. They really didn't have much energy after Columbus got on them early in that game, and I feel like this is a team that if they do indeed get some momentum could really get on a tear. So runner goes. Pretty good jump over there does Fierro. 2-1 the count to Enrique De La Torre. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. And 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning. If you're hankering for some championship baseball, Columbus Titans obviously will be going here a little bit. They do have that being live streamed on their City Link channel. Columbus News Report has that. So if you want to catch the Columbus game after this one. And then we also, one of our channels, Paola Sports Live, will have right now actually a third-place game going on over in 4A and Salina as they're taking on McPherson. And then Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Chieftains, one of the schools we work with and broadcast games for. They'll be playing for a 4A state title against McPherson, Paola plays Ottawa in that third-place game in 4A. There's a wild pitch right back to Merrill's going to have a chance. One up to, got it, can't handle it. Boy. That was going to be an out, and Merrill just never could get a grab on it. And big fella comes across home plate. As Ramirez scores after being put on with a walk. This blooper out to right field's going to score another one. We got a tie ball game. Getting on Brooks a little bit. And a hit by the pitcher Stein. We'll bring up Dustin Rector, the right fielder. So 3-3 now is yours. Both teams have had 2 hits. Right at courtesy runner, throw it down. That's a good throw by Ethan Maraboy. Redeemed himself after a couple maybe mistakes there behind the plate. That was a dime, put right on the money. Got that runner out on a throw out to second. That'll end the inning. 3-3. We head to the top of the second. Trojans knotted up with the Cyclones here from the 3A Consolation game on Girard Sports.
For years, James Brumback and Brumback Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumback's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumback's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumback Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumback Service Center.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Here we go, top of the second inning. And Hunter Bennett will lead things off. Number 9 hitter for the Trojans. First pitch ball outside. Trojans jumped out in front 3-0, but kind of squandered that lead in that first inning, the bottom of the first inning, and now they'll kind of knot it up, start over fresh here in this second. Ball low, 2-0, the count for Bennett. And there's a strike, 2-1. Bennett went 4 innings in his start in the semifinals. Gave up 4 hits, walked 4, struck out 4, gave up 2 runs. There's a hit. Gonna try to hustle this one out will be Bennett, and he will be thrown out at first. And we're back to the top of the order for Drake Brooks. Walked in his first at-bat. This one, first pitch ball inside.
Now batting for the Trojans, number 1, the second baseman, Drake Brooks.
Brooks 0 for 4 in that semifinal game. Did have an RBI for the Trojans. He's got a couple in this tournament. Here's the 1-0. Ball inside, 2-0. You definitely go back here with Stein in the early going of this one walking. You make him pitch to you. You're going to be ahead in counts. So far he has. A little check swing from Brooks. Didn't matter. I think that was a strike regardless. Strike 1, 2-1 the count. Strike 2. That's one he probably wants back. That's a pretty good pitch to hit for Brooks. Here's a 2-2. Tough one for him to lay off. 3-2 now as that one's low. Here's a good solid hit by Brooks. Going to be right at center field. It'll be caught and 2 away. Good contact. And to bring up Caleb Scales, the right fielder, hero of game 1. Scales had a triple in the second inning. Drove in 2 in that first game of the day and then had a single as well. That was the big hit of the game, was the hit by Caleb Scales. A little discussion now again with Stein. Final game. If you're playing on the last day of the spring season, you've accomplished something, and that's where we're at right here. Last day of the 2022 high school baseball season. Trojans are still playing. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4:45 here. And wrap up our broadcast schedule for the year as well. And again, just tremendous support in Girard. We were so thankful to be able to do this, and what a fantastic year has been all the way around for athletics and the school district. And these boys are trying to put I wouldn't say a cherry, but they're trying to finish it strong and feel good about themselves after leaving Manhattan. Going to have to take on a really good Bishop Ward team here that brought a 22-3 record into this tournament. And ball inside for Scales. 2-0 the count. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the second inning. That one misses, ball 3. Scales had a beautiful defensive play in that semifinal game. There's a 4. Oh, he's going to get him. If the umpire's just slow for his calls, or these guys are fast to get out of the box, but it's a player each now that's halfway down or headed out of the box whenever they get that strike call. Here's the 3-1. Opposite field for Scales. That may fall. It's coming down, and well played. Tracked nicely by Enrique De La Torre to get that one and end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Trojans. We head to the bottom of the second. All knotted up at 3 here on Girard Sports Live.
Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
3-3 here in the bottom of this second inning. At the plate is Damon Esparza. Dustin Rector back at the plate. His at-bat was interrupted by a throwdown. 1-1 the count right now for Rector. Ripped down third base, fielded nicely by Kester. Over to first, routine. Very nice defensive play there by Kester, right on top of that one. And a ground out to start the second inning.
Number 18, the catcher, Damon Esparza.
Brings up Damon Esparza. Man, first pitch strike to Esparza. He did not appear in the semifinal game, so into the lineup at the catching position. This one driven back. Foley's going to have to track it just over his head. It's a pretty solid hit there by Esparza. He'll round second and look. He wants third. They're going to throw it. It's a hard throw. And he will get to third easily. So a runner at third. We'll get a courtesy runner as well. Will Esparza, the catcher. And with one out, we go back to the. Well, no. This is Ruben Ontiveros' second. That's not who I had on my first lineup. I had number 2-1. That's next. Excuse me. We are at Manuel Dunn is who I had on that original one. I may have written the wrong thing. Ruben Ontiveros Jr. He also did not play in that semifinal game. Brooks misses low, ball 1. 1-2 the count to Ontiveros. Here's a 1-2. Gets behind him. He'll throw it. Oh, man, had it. And then Brooks took a heel to the face on the slide as well, and that puts the Cyclones up by 1. And Coach wants to talk about it as he will take a timeout here, and that might do it for Brooks. At least checking on him. He got hit in the face on that slide that he was coming in. That got knocked down, and as the player was coming across the plate, just naturally his legs were up in the air, and Ethan took one to the noggin. So Chris is going to come out and check on him just to make sure. But that puts the Cyclones up for the first time today here. Well, and today altogether, but certainly in this game. So the courtesy runner crosses.
Now batting for the Cyclones, number 2, the center fielder, Juan Marone.
Swing and a miss from Juan Marone. And if I don't call that guy Ron Marone before this is all over with, I don't know what's going to happen. That was Ontiveros finishing. I was wondering where he went. Now batting is Juan Marone. Ontiveros strikes out, 2 away. Foul tip off the helmet of Merrill. Hanging in there tough. 0-1 the count. It was a good pitch by Brooks to close out Ontiveros. He just come in, just got kicked in the head, and a little bit of a break, and then comes back and throws a dime and gets in the swing in the upstairs. There's another good pitch from Brooks. 1-2 the count. Trojans have proven that they can get on the pitcher. I'm not real concerned about a 1-run deficit at this point. I think they'll have plenty of opportunities to score. Runs and he lights him up, catches that outside edge. Nice job by Ethan Brooks to settle down a little bit and go finish it. And we go to the 3rd inning. Trojans down by 1 run here in this 3rd place matchup with the Bishop Ward Cyclones. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Girard Trojan Baseball. You're home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
It'll be the heart of the lineup for the Trojans. Kester, Foley, Merrill coming to the plate. Kester with a single to center to lead things off in this one, in that 1st inning. So we head to the top of the 3rd.
Alex Coster.
4-3, Trojans down by 1. They jumped out to an early 3-0 lead, but gave that up. And the first pitch catches the outside edge, strike 1. Frontenac softball wins 3A state title over Prairie View. Pretty good softball in southeast Kansas and eastern Kansas between those two coming down. They played each other a couple times this year. Kester gets on one, pops it up, though. In comes the second baseman to make the catch, and 1 away. Wyatt Foley walked in his first at-bat.
For the Trojans, number 23, the center fielder, Wyatt Foley.
In the game against Collegiate, Foley 1 for 2 with a single. 2 walks. Came in to pitch as well when needed. Struggled a bit pitching when he had his chance. When he got into the game, he pitched just 1 inning, gave up 3 hits, struck out 2, gave up 4 runs, 3 of those earned. And then Alex Kester came in and they were able to end the game, but he came in at a pretty tough spot, did Foley, after Bennett had done his part. Just kind of started to wear down a little bit. Foley fouls this one back. Strike 2. One out, nobody on here in the third. There's a good one by Kester. It'll get through. Foley, it'll get through. Kester already out. Foley rounds first, and he will stand on first with one out with Ethan Merrill coming to the plate.
Trojans, number 25, the catcher, Ethan Merrill.
Merrill in his first at-bat, a RBI on a fielder's choice. This one will miss. That'll send Foley easily over to second. And a runner in scoring position with one out here in the top of the third inning. A lot of Trojans competing at the state track and field meet in Wichita. Wish them all the best of luck as well. That's underway at Cessna Stadium at Wichita State. Inside ball 2 to Merrill. Largest high school track and field meet in the country. It's a pretty cool event. Mark Lentz, vacation administrator for that, and all the people that do it. I know they were going to be broadcasting some of that. Check Copeland from Sports of Kansas on the call with the guys at MSI Digital producing that event. So watch some state track when you're done with us. And there's a strike 2 to Merrill. Swinging. Stein settled in just a little bit. He kind of had a rough start to this one. Walked his first 2 batters. Walked 3 out of his first 4, actually. And gave up a hit in the middle of that. So he settled in just a hair. This one outside. Another wild pitch going to move Foley over to third. A lead off, or a single by Foley is turned into a triple now. Merrill pop up. This should score Foley. May have a chance to. It's shallow, real shallow. Charging in as a catch, the center fielder, because he's coming in. He's Foley going. Yep. That's what speed do. He knew what he wanted to do, I think, from the word go, and they steal one there with the catch. They're going to try to tag third and get him out. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure he tagged. 100% sure he tagged. They called him out. Not sure what happened now. Now Coach Dunlap's going to have a conversation. I don't think that's the right call. I really don't. I don't know what they saw necessarily. He came back and tagged up. He was standing there when they made the catch. And then he got down the bag, got down the line. They're going to not give him that one. I'm not sure about that altogether at all. But I'm not going to argue it much, and that's how that inning will end. So no run scores. It will remain 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the third inning right after this on Girard Sports.
Girard Medical Center is one of the area's best places to work. Are you a nurse? Does caring for patients on a more personal level sound appealing to you? Then you'll love our lower nurse-to-patient ratio. We also have positions open in other departments. Benefits include state employee health plan, 457 retirement plan with match, life insurance, paid time off, plus employee and family discounts on services. Best of all, your coworkers are like family. For more information, contact Greg Sullivan, Director of HR, or apply online at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Well, another missed opportunity for the Trojans, perhaps, as that one ends with a fly out by Merrill to center field. And then Wyatt Foley caught at home, or caught at third, actually. They caught him as saying he didn't tag up.
Leading off for the Cyclones, number 13, the second baseman.
And so that will send us to the bottom of the third inning. Brooks will come back out on the hill for the Trojans. And at the plate is Eric Tappy. Had a double in his first at-bat and scored the first run for Ward. And another big swing by Tapia, and another big miss. 0-2 the count. A little change up from Brooks. Bishop Ward plays kind of a shotgun schedule. They kind of play all over the place up in that northeast Kansas area, but they've had a win over St. Mary's Colgan, who was a state qualifier in 2A. They had a close loss, 1-5 to St. Thomas Aquinas, who was a qualifier in 5A. And then they play Wellsville, they play Bonner Springs. Just kind of play St. James Academy. They had a 1-7 loss to them. But there's a hard hit ball by Tapia, driving Scales back to the wall again, and he will be looking at maybe another double, perhaps a triple. He'll get on his horse and run. It's going to be close. They'll throw it. He'll make it to third. Kester was holding on to that ball. I was waiting to see what he was going to do with it. Now Tapia will go over and get some of his gear.
First baseman, Emilio Ramirez.
He's had a good one. A double and a triple now for Eric Tapia in this ball game, his first two at-bats. A triple to start off this third inning for them. That brings up Emilio Ramirez, the first baseman. He walked in his first at-bat, scored a run as well. Left-hander will step in. Nice change up there. Got him out ahead of that pitch. Strike one. Another good pitch from Brooks. Kind of since that collision at the plate seems to have settled in just a little bit. Hopefully that continues. 0-2, staying ahead in counts since that point. Another pitch, good one, not hittable really, but get a guy swinging. A low ball one, though, brings up a 1-2 count. Tapia standing at third on that triple he had a moment ago. Got to be careful on the base paths. They got a cheap one doing that before. That one hits Ramirez, and so after a good start, they'll put him on. They'll have runners at the corners once again. That'll bring up Sergio Fierro. He walked in his first at-bat, and now Coach Dunlap's probably had enough. Now for Brooks, going to give him a chance. Good opportunity for him, and I can tell you, Ethan Brooks looks the part. He walks off the field right now. He keeps working at it, just a sophomore. He's going to have the physical gifts and certainly knows how to throw a ball across the plate. You saw glimpses of it there in that outing. And now with a change in the pitching position, we will take a quick break, come back. Brock Scales is going to come in, I believe. No. $27, not 17. So that'll get him warmed up. We will take a quick break. We'll come back and continue in this bottom of this third right after this on Girard's.
Paoni Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Paoni DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Paoni has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Paoni Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to paonidental.com.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Sergio Fierro steps in to face Zaid Montgomery. Going to get the opportunity here on the hill for the Trojans. Montgomery send the runner. He'll easily get over there with the courtesy runner. Reaches second now. Runners at second and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. The pitching change for the Trojans. Pitching starting to wane just a little bit maybe for Girard. Here's Al. They'll throw it to home. They'll be able to reach on a RBI sacrifice there. Throw down, trying to get something at second. They do score the run. And Fierro will fly out on a sac fly RBI. That brings up Enrique De La Torre.
Now batting number 11, the left fielder, Enrique De La Torre.
So one out and one on here in the third. That adds to their lead as well. Big hard swing from De La Torre. Montgomery, 5 innings pitched on the season in 4 games that he's seen. This one fouled back. Gave up 7 hits, 5 runs. All 5 earned. Struck out 5. Didn't walk any in that one in those games. And hit 1 batter. Good pitch from Montgomery. Not going to get the benefit of it, and he can't believe it, so I can't either. That seemed like it was right down the barrel. We don't have the best vantage point. That ball's pretty well blocked. We don't ever really see it come across the plate, so I have avoided the instinct to question that stuff. But 2 in a row in which I want to. 2-2 the count, 1 out. Runner at second. Here's the 2-2. Hit him. No. I thought it hit him. Dead ball. Here goes Eddie. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. Went outside. That's a good spot for it for Montgomery. And De La Torre will strike out. Brings up the pitcher, Christian Stein. He singled in his first at-bat. And a first pitch, ball low. Montgomery's good stuff so far, and he is not far off. Even on the balls, they've been pretty close in his first 10 pitches. Left-hander. Good one there, over. Brooks raging, trying to get there, nearly did. It will score a run. As it squeaks out there, they get it to second. And they'll hold the runner at first, but a single RBI by Stein will bring up Dustin Rector.
Courtesy runner number 9, Keelan Overton.
They'll bring in a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Overton that duty, and Rector. Forgot to write down how he reached base, but he did get caught stealing second on a really good throw to end the inning. in that first by Ethan Merrill. Six to 3 your score. Trojans are starting to dig a little bit of a hole here. Again, I go back to what I said a moment ago, although it did not really come to fruition in that inning, that they have been able to make some contact with the ball, and I think they've got a rally. It's just going to kind of come down between the ears, I think, a little bit on where you kind of stand coming to the plate. Send the runner. Merrill trying to get him again. This time airmailed. Lucky to come down with a good job by Amershek to keep that one in play and hold that runner even there. Showing a little bit of ups there. But the runner does move over to second. Runner at second. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the third for Rector. Foul back. I would typically by this point, I've watched enough of these games, I would have a pretty good prediction of that championship game between Columbus and Collegiate, but I do not. And I've seen them both. I watched all that Columbus game, last 2 of them, and watched Collegiate play twice, and I couldn't tell you. That's probably as much a referendum on my actual understanding of this particular sport as it is on those 2 teams. A person who knows baseball probably would really know how to tell the difference. But I think Columbus is set up to be able to play some small ball and to play in a game where you may not have your right pitcher, but both teams are going to be going to the tool bag with their pitching staffs, I'm sure. 3-2 the count with 2 outs. 2 Rector. Montgomery trying to get out of here. Runner will go. And missed it outside. They throw down the third. Guess they're able to keep that one alive. Now the runner going. And he will get home. Aggressive base running. Slow pitch stop ball style here for Bishop Ward. Just keep running. Make them make mistakes. And the Trojans are losing a little bit of focus, I think, here, if I had to assess it. And they have given up 3 or 4 of the runs they've done on plays similar to that, where they've thrown down or it's been a guy trying to get a little extra and come home. And so they've got to settle down a little bit. Don't let yourself get beat by yourself. Try to make them beat you here. And right now, Bishop Ward taking advantage of the Trojans. 7-3. Inside, strike 1. If you could throw it in that exact same spot 2 more times, that'd probably be ideal. Runner at first. 3 more runs added here in the third so far. Pitched outside, ball 1. 1-1 the count. Runner will go. This one down the third base line. It'll roll foul. Damon Esparra, the batter, he tripled in his last at-bat. Curveball not able to get in there. Ball 2. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Rector standing at first base. And that one goes behind Esparza. Misses him. 3-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Getting out of this inning for Montgomery, and that's a good thing. As the Trojans have some work ahead of them now here in this ball game. We head to the top of the 4th, down by 4 when we return on Girard Sports Live, presented by Crocan, your community technology partner.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Hammercheck going to lead things off for the Trojans here in this fourth. Trojans have had consecutive 3-up, 3-down innings. They'd like to get a little deeper into their lineup in this fourth inning. Hammercheck will step in against Stein, the pitcher. Inside, dinged him on the foot, and he will happily take that base. Trojans have a runner on here to start this fourth inning.
Now batting the designated hitter, number
Brings up
7,
Jaden Norris. Norris earlier today. He's going to take first pitch, ball one. 1 for 3 with a single. A run scored, strikeout. Ball 2. Efficient in the last 2 innings. The first one he did not. Gave up some walks. You want to try to make Stein work for it just a little bit on the hill. There's a 2-0. Good pitch, strike 1 to Norris. That's a strike. I missed way high outside. Little check swing, never even came close to going around. I'm not exactly sure what he saw there. That was, I think, well outside the strike zone. One of the few misses I've seen here in this tournament. This one goes, and it will send Hammercheck over to second. So now runner in scoring position here with nobody out in a full count to Norris. Three and 2 the count to Norris. Trying to get a little rally started, down by 4 runs. There's one right back at the pitcher. They throw it over. Now we got ourselves a pickle. Hammercheck. He'll block it out of there. Ball gets knocked out of there. Hammercheck on the base pass. Kicks that ball out of there, and he'll be on third. Nice base running there by Hammercheck. I mean, that was just a bad fielder's choice, and he made a choice after he had already taken off on that bag. Maybe didn't have to get caught in that, but
now batting the left fielder, number 17.
able to move over. Norris goes to second on that play. And that'll bring up Brock Scales, left fielder. Struck out in his first at-bat. And first pitch strike, 0-1. Scales flips one back out of play. Strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Inside, ball 1. And Scales will stay alive here. 1-2 the count to Scales. Nobody out, 2 on. This one hit, pop back again. He's starting to square that one up a little bit. He gets a hold of it. It's going to go for a little bit. Runner at second, runner at third. 1-2 still. Here's a pitch. That's a good pitch. Slid in there and got past him. And now the coach is going to come out and switch pitchers. Your standard strikeout pitcher change. Guess he's got a rhyme to his reason, but they will talk about it anyway. Let's see what the coach decides to do. If they're going to make a pitching change, then we'll take a quick break. They're going to leave him in. Coach just wanting to make a first trip out there to check on him. 68 pitches in for Stein. So now 1 away. Runners still at second and third for Hunter Bennett. Good pitch. Change up for Stein, I believe. Well, they say it was a ball. I thought he said strike. This one hoed over to Bennett, or over to third rather. Bennett going to be thrown out at first, 2 away.
Now batting for Girard, the second baseman.
Trojans with an opportunity, but it's starting to wane a little bit, but they'll go back to the top of the order for Drake Brooks. Brooks a fly out to center field in his last at-bat, walked to start the first inning and start this game. Trojans scored 3 in the first inning, have not scored since then. Cyclones scored 3 in the first to tie it, and then scored 1 in the second, 3 in the third rather, to have the lead in this fourth. That was another good pitch. It's like a slider kind of goes away from him. I'm not sure exactly what that pitch is. It's not a true curve. It doesn't arc up, but it goes away from the batter, and these guys are having a hard time with it. This one, Brooks able to get around to keep his at bat alive there. Strike 2. There's one for Brooks. He'll drive in at least 1, maybe 2. They're going to send him, and he will. It coming here around is Norris. And a 2-run single by Drake Brooks to get the Trojans a little more juice going right now. They were certainly a little flat, and now Brooks maybe give them a little fire. That will pull the Trojans within 2. Brings up Caleb Scales. First pitch ball outside. I believe Drake Brooks now has an RBI in each of the games in this state tournament, so the senior having a good one. There's one little fouled out of the box, or into the box. Scales, fly out and a walk. His first 2 at-bats in this one. I already mentioned his heroics in game number 1. Brooks is at first. 2 out, 1-2 the count for Scales. Pitch from Stein. It's outside. Nice job behind the plate for Esparza. Esparza's had a few slide by him. 2-2 now the count for Scales. Inside, hit him. And so he will take his base. Now runner at first and second with Alex Kester coming to the plate. Kester a single to center and then a fly out to second.
Now batting for the Trojans, number 12, the third baseman, Alex Koster.
Just go correct him. I'll do it at break. Kester in that first one went for 4. Also pitched. One inning. Gave up 2 hits and a walk. 1 run scored against Kester. But he did close out that game. Ball 2. 2-0 the count for Alex Kester. Here's a 2-0. Brooks going to get to third. Missed it. Went. Hustles back to get a foot on the bag. To be so fast that you slide so far, you go over the speed bump that's there put for you. I believe the last time I attempted a base steal or slide, I came up about 6 yards shy of the bag. So you got to pick up speed. He's going to do it again, and Esparza, forgetting that there was a third person on third, I think, and just kind of was lollygagging back to the ball a little bit. And Brooks started this with a good one, with a single that drove in 2 runs, and then he finishes it off with a run scored, a couple of steals on the base paths. The Trojans pulled this thing to within 1. Scales over at third rather. Not Scales. Yeah. Here's the 3-1. Missed outside. Ball 4. Kester will reach on a walk. Runners at the corners with 2 away. Down by 1 here as Wyatt Foley will come to the plate. And now they will pull it. That'll do it for Stein. And we will take a break. We'll come back. We will talk about this one on the GM Bank Halftime Show when we return in 30 seconds on Girard Sports.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
As good a spot as any to bring in the GN Bank Halftime Show. The Trojans battling back here in this 4th inning to try to even things up. Got it to within 1 run right now. 7-6 is your score as the Cyclones bring in a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Cyclones,
and it will be
21, Connor Taylor.
21, Connor Taylor, going to take the hill for Bishop Ward. We'll see what he's got in store for us. Trojans have reached to this point, 7-6. Here's how we got to where we are. Trojans jumped out in front with a 3-run first. Started off with a pair of walks by Drake Brooks and Caleb Scales and a single to center by Kester. And then a walk by Wyatt Foley. Loaded the bases. An RBI by Merrill, an RBI by Amershek. And they got 3 runs on the board in the third, but Wardwood tied up with 3. Then Trojans went quiet. Stein started to settle in a little bit from the pitching standpoint. Bishop Ward added 1 in the third, 1 in the second, 3 in the third. Some of it in the running, past balls getting across the plate. Trojans had maybe a few cheap ones, but now a chance to get back into this one. They already have gotten back into it, down by 1 run here as runners in the corners with Wyatt Foley, your cleanup hitter, coming to the plate. Facing a new batter in Connor Taylor, a new pitcher rather. Ball outside. Missed outside ball. 2. 2-0 the count for Foley. Two and 0 the count with 2 outs. And he'll sit on that one. 3-0. Ethan Merrill waiting on deck. Walk and a single, but then thrown out at third on maybe a slightly controversial call. Runner goes on that one and on to second. And we've got bases loaded for Ethan Merrill. Merrill today reached on a fielder's choice, but drove in a run on that play. And then a fly out to center field. Back-to-back walks for Connor Taylor to begin his outing. That was actually his first batter. It was first walk for Taylor. And Merrill will step in. First pitch, ball 1. Merrill in game number 1 today, 1 of 4. A single and a strikeout. Solid behind the plate as well here in this tournament. We've had a few errors here in this game, but not errors by scorebook wise, but just mishandled ball, just stuff that happens. And that allowed 1 run to score, but all in all, pretty solid. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him swinging again the inning. Left the bases. Trojans have stranded quite a few runs in this tournament. That's probably a storyline that they're going to think about as well. They've left at least twice now today, bases loaded, with the heart of their batting order up to plate, once with Kester and once with Merrill, and unable to get a run across in those situations. But they do score 3 in the 4th to get to within 1. We head to the bottom of the 4th when we return on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
Westridge is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Westridge is a retirement community with a philosophy of providing seniors with an alternative lifestyle. This lifestyle enhances the retirement years by offering a worry-free, stress-free environment. Their professional staff is there to assist if needed, while active seniors are encouraged to enjoy their daily lives. Westridge is now hiring. To learn more about their open positions, call 620-724-6760. That's 620-724-6760. Go Trojans from Westridge Assisted Living.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Altaveras will start this 4th inning, the bottom of the 4th. As the Trojans have added 3 more runs to get to within 1, with Altaveras, who had a strikeout in his first at-bat. We'll lead off this 4th for the Cyclones. It's outside ball 2. Zayden Montgomery going back to the hill for the Trojans. And ball 3, 3-0. There's a 3-0. Montgomery going to miss just inside ball 4. 4-pitch walk to lead things off for Ontiveros. And that will go back to the top of the order for the Cyclones, Juan Maron.
Now back
Marone.
to Bishop Ward. Number 2, the center fielder, Juan Marone.
Juan, there's a wholesale food business with your name on it almost down there in southeast Kansas if you want to go talk to those guys. It's an easy transition. Marone will come to the plate in the first at-bats. He had a fly-out and a strikeout. Showed bunt. It's a good one. Put it down. Montgomery over to first. He'll get Marone out at first. Good, well-founded fundamental play there by Montgomery to come off the rubber and field that one. Does move the runner over to second. That'll bring up Tapia, who's had the best game so far for any player at the plate in this one. Tapia with a double and a run scored and a triple as well. Tapia stolen 5 bases in this one as well, and scored 2 runs. First pitch, strike right down Broadway there for Montgomery. Oh, and 1 to count. Runner at second, 1 out. Swing and a miss, kind of tipped it. Strike 2. There's one change up. Back goes Bennett. He makes the catch. And 2 away. Nice play there for Bennett. It's 5:40 in the afternoon, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, why am I so tired? And then I remember that I left the hotel, and I was like, surely they'll have coffee at the venue. They did not. So I'm running off a small cup of hotel room coffee, which I'm not even sure if that's really coffee. And I'm going to have to get a couple Folgers before I hit the road. Good pitch. Nice job. That was Ethan Merrill holding that one, framing it for that official. Said, hey, why don't you take another look at it? And a first pitch strike there to Ramirez. A walk and a hit by pitch for Ramirez, so he's reached base twice. 2 outs, 1 on in the 4th. Montgomery. This is low, ball 1. Columbus fans starting to fill back in here after taking a little breather after their semifinal win. And a good pitch by Montgomery. Checked that runner, and it came to the plate. So here's Girard in the 3rd place game at a chance. Columbus is in the title game, and there's a good argument that if Frontenac was here, they'd have been right in one of those positions as well. The CNC, St. Mary's Colgan, a qualifier in the 2A tournament as well. So CNC's pretty darn good in baseball. It has been for a long, long time. For a long time, it was Baxter Springs that was the predominant program in baseball, and then everybody else has kind of come up to meet them and exceed them, with Columbus and Girard and Frontenac all having really good programs going right now. And there's a second one for Ramirez. Get hit by pitch. He's leaning in there, and
Now batting for the Cyclones, number 16, the third baseman.
That will bring up the third baseman, Fierro. Sergio Fierro walk and a sacrifice RBI, sac fly in that 3rd inning. Ramirez is now walked and a hit by a pitch twice. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Trojans down by 1 run. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Beautiful day in Kansas. A little south wind, getting that Old Glory starched in the outfield fence. And good day. Look out over the Flint Hills and Tuttle Creek State Park, just off the way. Bill Snyder Family Stadium. It's a pretty good view. Man, I don't know if there's a lot of places I'd rather be than right now. Swing and a miss there for Fierro. And it makes it count 2-1. Montgomery trying to get out of his first full inning without giving up a run. See if he can do it. A little high ball. 3-1 now the count. Delatorre's coming to the plate. After this, he's had 2 strikeouts if he's able to reach. (3-1) to Fierro. Popped up, out of play, strike 2. I was over at softball, and the foul balls, every man for himself. Those things come out of there, and I don't have enough attention. I'm too busy talking to people to be paying attention every time a foul ball hits, whether I'm going to get hit in the head. So I was not in a very good spot over there. Seems like a design flaw for your facility. If every time a ball gets fouled back, you might get hit in the head by it. But what do I know? Fierro hanging in there, moved this count to full with the foul balls, and now we're sitting here at full, 2 outs, runners at the corners. Bottom of this 4th inning. There's the 3-2 again. Runner's going to go. Montgomery throws it low and walks him. Ground out, pop up, and a hit by pitch and walk here in this inning. A pair of walks actually in this inning. And now Coach Dunlap going to come out and chat with Montgomery. And that'll be it for him. So a pitching change as Jaden Norris going to come and take the hill. And we'll have moving around. Norris almost limping out. Maybe he's not going to go to the hill. Maybe Norris is going to go to second. Yeah, Foley's going to come in and pitch, I believe. That will move Norris to short. So Foley, who's already pitched in this game, will come back in to pitch. Not sure who they put out then in center field. I missed that on that change. We'll try to figure that out as Foley gets some warm-out pitches. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more from this consolation game between the Trojans and the Cyclones here on Girard.
Paoni Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Paoni DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Paoni has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Paoni Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to paonidental.com.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Wyatt Foley going to come in here in the bottom of this 4th inning with runners in every position facing Enrique De La Torre. Enrique De La Torre struck out in the first, struck out in the 3rd. And Foley goes pretty hard, will come in and did not have a great outing in his relief effort earlier today. Hopefully we'll come in here and go to work working quickly. Foley, this one over to first. Brooks, good play defensively to get over there, ranging the speed from Drake Brooks. And just scoops that one up to Bennett and ends the inning. So 2 pitches for Foley to get out of the inning. Trojans do not give up any more runs in the 4th. We head to the 5th, 6-7, down by 1 on Girard Sports Line.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Amershek.
7-6, top of the 5th inning. And that will bring up Amershek, try to get that 1 run, at least tie this thing up. And that one slides behind Amershek. 2-0 the count. It'll be Amershek, Norris, and Brock Scales. A change in pitching put Foley at pitcher. That one too good to be true for Amershek. Foley comes in to pitch. That moves Caleb Scales over to center. Jaden Norris comes in from the DH spot to play left. This one foul back out of play. And Foley needed 2 pitches to get out of the inning after coming in relief. I'm sure he'll start this 5th inning when he comes out. Seemed to be pitching pretty well. Trojans scored 3 runs. They get a strikeout there on Amershek.
Now batting for the Trojans, number 7, the left fielder, Jaden Norris.
That'll bring up Norris, a single and a strikeout in this one, I think. And a first pitch strike to Norris. Excuse me, Norris 2 for 2 with 2 singles in this one. It's that first inning single, but 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. One and 2 the count to Norris. 1 out, nobody on in the top of this 5th inning. It's outside ball 2. 2 and 2 the count. Foul back. This girl completely oblivious to the fact that she just about got stroked by a ball. If you're going to sit there, maybe not be on your phone. Maybe have your head up and be paying attention. There's another one trying to take somebody out is Jaden Norris. If she was looking up and had any clue, she'd be a little more rattled than she is right now, but I don't think she knows that the ball just about hit her. Hashtag what? She should be on Twitter right now. I have a lot of hashtags coming through my head, but none of them I can say. I can say on the air. Here's a full count and a foul back again. He'll stay alive, Will Norris. I'm going to go on a limb here and say back-to-back baseball games in the afternoon for BJ. Maybe too much airtime. Starting to get a little loopy. 3-2 the count for Norris. Missed it. Boy. Took off down home plate. That has been a strike at different times today. It's real close to that low and outside. And he will reach on a walk. Will Norris. That brings up Brock Scales, pair of strikeouts in his first 2 at-bats. And ball outside. Strike 1. 1-1 the count, 1 away, 1 on. Trojans score 3 in the first, 3 in the fourth. This one is kind of hung up there. Scales, if this gets out there and gets a chance, boy, he had one there. That was a good pitch to hit and just off of it. But, man, if it's not, he's giving it a little bit of a ride. It was kind of hung out there and wasn't coming real fast. Stein, who's continued to battle, and is this is Connor Taylor weather. He's 25 pitches in. He came in and relieved for Stein, really. There's the 1-2. There it is. That's the same hit going to left field, and it will just fall foul. That was the same exact ball, same hit. And now Brock Scales needs to be thinking, if that comes again, the first one was a little bit out of play. That was just a little bit out of play. The next one straightened up. He's going to have Jade Norris shifting gears over there from first base. 1-2 once again. He'll let that one go low, ball 2. Tough one for him to lay off of. He's just seen 2 buttes. So Norris get a lead over on first. Oh, that changeup, that's a good pitch. Really good pitch from Taylor, because I think he probably felt the same thing, that Scales was loading up for one, and if he could, he would. And alas, he strikes out his third of the game, and that will bring up the first baseman, Hunter Bennett. Ground out to first base and a ground out to shortstop, so made some contact, has Bennett. 2 outs. First pitch strike on the outside half. Got that one on the inside corner. Painting the edges here is Taylor. And an 0-2 quickly to Hunter Bennett. Here's the pitch. Ball 0-1. Esparza framing it up, trying to go the umpire into giving him one. He'll hold true, 1-2 the count. Foul back out of play by Bennett. Bennett got the start this morning. 4 innings pitched. Really did a nice job. Scoreless through 4. Just a big inning, really, by Collegiate, the difference. This Trojan team right there. Just right there. A few things don't go against them in that semifinal game, and that's a lot of it caused by the play of Collegiate. They're right in this championship game later on, but I think Malays was able to go just long enough. I said somebody as we were leaving, or as they were leaving the ballpark earlier, man, if we could have got to their backup, got to Collegiate's 3rd, 4th, 5th pitchers a little sooner in that game, maybe Malays wasn't quite so efficient. Trojans would have had their opportunities. Nice job by Bennett just to stay alive in this at-bat. 1-2 remains the count. 2 outs and 1 on. Norris still over there at first. Here's a 1-2. And a big swing at it for Bennett, but a strikeout. So 3 Ks and a walk in that outing there for Taylor. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Trojans down by 1 on Girard Sports Live.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Wyatt Foley back out there on the hill for the Trojans.
For the Cyclones, the pitcher, number 21, Connor Taylor.
Connor Taylor. It was a straight switch there for pitcher. So Taylor's first plate appearance in this one. This one ripped into center field. It'll be a leadoff single for the pitcher, Taylor. And a runner's on with nobody out here in this fifth inning for the Cyclones. Right fielder comes to the plate now. Dustin Rector walked, was thrown out at second in the first inning to end that inning. Ground out to third and a single for Rector. Now a stoppage in play. No, they're going to bring in a courtesy runner for the pitcher, Taylor. Taylor's done a nice job on the hill in relief.
Courtesy runner in number 9, Keelan Overton.
And Overton comes in to run for him. Dustin Rector's at the plate, facing Wyatt Foley. First pitch ball low. And going to miss low again. Ball 2. Foley headed to Fort Scott Community College to play baseball. Coach Hill there. And he get a strike on the outside edge. Strike 1. 2-1 the count for the right fielder, Rector. He'll throw over, boy. That's a good move for Foley. He can get there in a hurry. Bennett caught that one into self-defense, I think. 2-1. Foul back out of play, strike 2. Our girl on their phone has started to look up every time those balls get fouled back anyways. So live and learn, I guess. Three and 2 the count to Rector. 1 on, nobody out. Shadows starting to creep in here over Toynton Family Stadium in Manhattan. We top of the 6 o'clock hour. And a walk. Single and a walk to lead things off for Foley. What's left for the Trojans? Alex Kester does have some innings left, I believe, but no, he probably went over his count. I do not know. He probably did go over his 30-pitch count, so he may not be available.
For the Cyclones, number 7, Rolando
Not sure what Brock Scales' status is. I believe he has some. He may have some pitches left as well, although he came and had to leave the game earlier. That starts to Zaid Montgomery's out. Ethan Merrill has no innings pitched, but is listed in here. Reese Merrill is listed. We might start to see some interesting playing here for the Trojans. There's a swing and a miss, though. Foley going to try to settle in, though, and go to work against Damon Esparza. A triple and a strikeout for Esparza. Swing and a miss. Strike two, 0-2 now. So he gets Esparza to chase it, and I bet you get that same pitch again. Here's the 0-2. Strike. Three-pitch strike there. Caught that low outside, and after a single and a walk, Foley settles in just a little bit. It brings up Ontiveros. Ontiveros is the second baseman. A strikeout and a walk. Strikeout in the second, a walk in the fourth. And strike one. Wyatt's starting to settle in maybe after I was riding the doom of the pitching staff. Wyatt starts to go to work a little bit. Let's try to keep this going. 0-1. Foul back, 0-2. You don't always hear the ball hit the car, but you'll often hear the alarm start pretty soon after that. I didn't hear an alarm there. So. Sometimes if you're lucky, you'll hear, "That's my car," from the stands, and that's not good. Trying something different there was Foley on the 0-2. Stays high, 1-2 the count. Courtesy runner sitting out on second, and a runner at first. One out. Swing and a miss. He got him again. Nice job by Foley. Back-to-back Ks as we head to the top of the order.
Now batting for Bishop Ward, number
Juan
2.
Marone.
The center fielder, Juan Marone.
Will be at the plate. This one popped up. This is going to have an opportunity. Merrill, perhaps. He'll play for it. What a play by Ethan Merrill. Unfortunately, he went into the shadows. You didn't get to see it, but it was a very nice play by Merrill as he kept that one alive and ends the inning with some defense. And we head to the top of the sixth inning. Trojans down by 1, but they've held serve for the last 2. We'll see if they can get some of their own when we return on Girard Sports Live.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Connor Taylor back out on the hill for Bishop Ward. He's settled in himself just a little bit after the Cyclones gave up 3 runs in the 4th inning, nothing in the 5th. Trojans trying to get back the lead. They led first half, led right off the bat 3-0. That got evened up, and then they lost that lead in the 4th and have not led since. The 3-run 4th did get them to within 1, and here we sit at the top of the 6th inning. And Drake Brooks, the leadoff batter, going to lead off this run here. A walk, a fly out on a fielder's choice. A fly out to center field, rather. And a single in the 4th to kind of start that rally. He had 2 runs driven in on that single. So Drake having a pretty good tournament. He'll miss ball 2. 2-1 the count. Trojans have done good on the base paths once they've got some runners on, so that's kind of the name of the game. Get on base, run well, and move them around. Yeah, that was a good one by Taylor. That's a good pitch that he pulls out when he needs it. He got Hunter Bennett and Brock Scales, I think, on that pitch as well. Nice job by Brooks just to keep that one alive and give himself a chance. That came in hard on his hands, and he had to get the bat around in a hurry. It shows some strength to be able to get that and make contact. Two and two the count to Brooks, the leadoff here in this 6th inning. And he'll watch that one miss just outside, 3-2. He'll walk, leadoff walk by Brooks, gets the tying run at first. Really good at-bats for Drake Brooks. Walk and an RBI, 2 RBI single. It's a good consolation game. Brings up Caleb Scales, a walk, a fly out, and a hit by pitch in his last at-bat in the 4th. And here he is in the 5th. Left-hander steps in. Brooks with a pretty good lead, and he'll stretch it out in just a couple steps more. Scales shows a bunt. It's a good one. Puts it down. Pitcher goes over to second. And it's a good play by Connor Taylor to get to that one. I thought if that ball dies, it doesn't. It bounces right up into his belly, and he's able to get there. And so a good defensive play.
Next up for the Trojans, third baseman, number 12, Alex Kester.
That'll bring up Kester. Single to center, a fly out to second, a walk. This pass ball, and Scales had a chance there. Getting up late, that left fielder, right fielder rather, may have had an opportunity. So you need the runners right now. Only down by 1 with 1 out here in this inning. You're only going to get 5 more outs theoretically to get back in this one. So you need to be efficient and be maybe just a tad bit cautious on the base pass. Especially when you got a good stick at the plate right now in Kester. 5 home runs on the year. And a strike. That was the pitch to hit maybe right there. 0-1 the count. We can get one going to left field. That wind is pushing out. That south wind is pushing that direction a little bit. I'm not sure if I've seen one leave the field yet. That was a little indecision by Scales whether he want to slide back or walk back, and that indecision about cost him. 0-1 the count for Kester. That one popped up, got underneath it. Needs to get out of play. It's going to be a tough play for anybody, and it will go foul. And dangerous collision between first base and catcher. New first baseman over there for Bishop Ward. Esparza shakes loose the cobwebs and go back to work. 0-2 the count for Kester. 1 out and 1 on. Top of the 6th inning, down by 1 run. 2022 Class 3A state consolation game. Here's the 0-2. Ripped to left field. Driving back, and it will be caught. Nice play by the left fielder, Delatorre. He's had a couple of those in this one, and that one was as good as it gets. I thought when that one first made contact, it was definitely
Girard, the pitcher, number 23,
going to get over that left fielder, but Delatorre makes the play. That brings up Wyatt Foley, a walk, single, and a walk. That one over to second. Should be an easy play to end the inning, and it does. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Trojans need a hold serve right now as we head to the bottom. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan Baseball on Girard Sports.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Back at Toynton Family Stadium in Manhattan. DJ Harris along with you, 7-6 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Trojans down by 1 run. Do want to extend a special thank you to the Girard Public Recreation Commission, helping offset some of our additional costs imposed by State of Kansas State High School Activities Association to cover some of these postseason games. So do appreciate them stepping up to allow us to come out here and help us come out here and bring you this action this weekend. We were glad we were able to stretch it into 3 games. I love coming to a state tournament. I don't care if we were doing state tiddlywinks. I would be there, and I'd love to call it. And obviously all of our support allows us to get here, and we were glad they got a win in first game so we could spend the weekend here. So we get to the waning moments of this baseball season. Trojans still with some work to do. And a pitch and a strike by Foley, 1-1 the count. As the leadoff hitter in this 6th inning.
Pinch hitting for base
Is a pinch hitter.
Number 5, Chris Mancinas.
It's Chris Mancinas going to come in and bat for Tapia. Tapia, who had a double, a triple, and popped up in his last one, has been pinch hit for here. Not sure what that's all about. So his first plate appearance, foul this one back. 2-2 remains the count. Here's the 2-2. That one had some heat coming on it, but high, ball 3. Name of the game here is don't give up any more if you're the Trojans, and then go to work in the 7th to try to get that one. They will. Dean Mencius to get him on the base pass. So he'll go to first. It brings up Emilio Ramirez. Nope.
Pinch hitting for Bishop Ward, number 25, Didier Calderon.
So that'll bring up. They moved him in to the first base line, Didier Calderon, number 25. And he comes in for Ramirez. And now a little discussion here between the coaches and Calderon. Parting words from his coach. Big lead over there on first base for Mencius, something Ethan Merrill might want to watch out for down that first base line. He was getting out there, and his early in this game may not be quite as tuned into Merrill's arm. He's going to go. They got a chance here. And they'll get Mencius in a pickle, and they get him on the base pass. I saw him taking off a little early. I'm not sure why he got so far off of first base. No outs. You're the lead runner, and that's just not very good base running, I don't believe, by Chris Mencius. And Calderon remains at the plate. 1-0 the count to him. Good job by Foley to come off the rubber and not deliver that pitch. Not a great base running effort there by Mencius. High ball 2, 2-0 the count for Calderon. Ball 3. Foul back. Strike 1. 3-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th inning. And he'll reach on a walk.
Pinch hitting for the Cyclones, number 4, Jaden Hendricks.
So Jaden Hendricks will come to the plate. Getting everybody into the game. As he comes in for Sergio Fierro. And a swing and a good pitch there from Foley. 0-1 to count. 1 on, 1 out. Pretty good start to a head coaching career for Chris Dunlap at the helm of the Trojans. Is a 21 season in year 2, 15 wins in year 1, and a spot in the third place game of the 3A state tournament in year number 2. And so the Trojans hopefully have the baseball coach that they're going to have for a long, long time. Chris, I think that's probably his plan to settle in. Younger than I am, so he's got some years ahead of him, and that'd be pretty cool to have that consistency. Pitch miss outside, ball 3. 3-2 the count for Hendricks. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. Good pitch by Foley. Went outside and changed it up just a little bit.
Now batting for the Cyclones, number 11.
And it will bring up
Enrique De La Torre.
And that brings up Enrique De La Torre. Strikeout, and ground out. Another good pitch by Foley, really starting to come into his own. 36 pitches on him, so Foley's certainly in a position to finish this one out. I'm not sure if Taylor is on the other side of things. Oh, 0-2 the count for De La Torre. And this is the factor here that I think the Trojans are able to win that semifinal game, and Foley knows he's going to get the start in that third game and come in and be able to act like that. Then it's just different for a pitcher to have to come in relief. I'm not sure if he would have gotten that start. I think Ethan Brooks was probably going to come in that, but who knows? And as he starts to kind of warm up a little bit in his pitching, he seems to have a little more command on his stuff here over the last 10 pitches or so. That one high, ball 3. 3-2. He has worked to most counts 2 full or deep into them as he's facing De La Torre, a long at bat here. And the 3-2. Runner goes just high, ball 4. That was real close.
Now batting for the Cyclones, number 21, the pitcher, Connor Taylor.
It's not good, not a good sign when you take a breath in to try to do a strike call and it doesn't happen, and you think you might have given yourself a hernia or something like that. So that's I probably need to do some sit-ups or something. I thought that was for sure a strikeout. That was a nice pitch by Foley. So that brings up the pitcher, Connor Taylor. We've gone around in this inning, I believe. Oh, incorrect. I just am working in the wrong inning here. Pop up, center field, and Scales will make the catch. And so the Trojans able to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. So we head to the top of the 7th inning. Trojans with a chance. They've got to get a run or two to keep this one alive and keep their season going. We'll see if they can do it when we return from the 3A state tournament here on Girard Sports.
Girard Medical Center is one of the area's best places to work. Are you a nurse? Does caring for patients on a more personal level sound appealing to you? Then you'll love our lower nurse-to-patient ratio. We also have positions open in other departments. Benefits include state employee health plan, 457 retirement plan with match, life insurance, paid time off, plus employee and family discounts on services. Best of all, your coworkers are like family. For more information, contact Greg Sullivan, Director of HR, or apply online at girardmedicalcenter.com.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Ethan Merrill at the plate to start this 7th inning. First pitch fouled out of play. And the second pitch strike, 0-2 the count for Merrill. It'll be Merrill, Amershek, Norris. That one misses, ball one. Taylor's done a pretty good job here in relief. He's come in and given them some good innings. This one hit over. Is it going to make it in between the gap? Ranging. And it got him. Good effort by Merrill. But just a little short on that one. Just didn't quite get there in time, and 2 outs away from the Trojans coming up short. They would like to get a runner. Just got to start somewhere. This one right back at that second baseman. Amershek's going to have to hoof this one out and 2 away. Ground out to begin this 7th inning, and the Trojans are 1 out away from being done with baseball for the year. And
now batting for Girard, the left fielder, number 7, Jaden.
Third place game that started out very, very promising, as the Trojans had showed a chance to maybe get back into it. A lot of credit, I think, goes to Taylor, who stepped in this one. This one to right field, and that will do it. And the Trojans just going to come up 1 run shy here in this third place game, as Girard will finish their season at 21-4 and finish 4th here in the 3A state tournament. We will let Coach spend some time with his players and do all the trophy stuff, and we'll probably close things out. We'll come back in just a little bit, kick off the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance postgame show, and then wrap things up here from Manhattan. The Trojans fall 7-6 to Bishop Ward in the third place game here on Girard Sports Live.
Hey, Mama. Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. For years, our customers have worked with the Farmers Bank staff located in Walnut, St. Paul, and Hepler. Now, with our new location in Girard, the community can experience the same service that has kept families coming back to Farmers Bank for generations. Stop by and visit our friendly staff at Farmers Bank at any of our locations in Walnut, St. Paul, Hepler, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Will make the presentation.
Come back out here and watch the trophy presentations. Obviously not exactly what the Trojans were hoping to be in store for, but
2022 Boys 3A State Baseball 4th place team, the Girard Trojans.
So they'll award the fourth place medals to the Trojans
Dunlap.
and to his coach Dunlap.
Number 1, a senior, Drake Brooks.
And we'll just carry this ceremony and turn it over to the PA announcer.
Number 2, a sophomore, Ethan Brooks. Number 3, a sophomore, Jacob Towner. Number 4, a junior, Ethan Bennett. Number 5, a sophomore, Ethan Davidson. Number 6, a senior, Jacob Combs. Number 7, a sophomore, Jaden Norris. Number 9, a sophomore, Braden Dinger. Number 10, a senior, Lave Muir. Number 12, a junior, Alex Kester. Number 15, a sophomore, Reese Merrill. Number 16, a junior, Trevor Amershek. Number 17, a senior, Brock Scales. Number 22, a senior, Hunter Bennett. Number 23, a senior, Wyatt Foley. Number 24, a junior, Caleb Scales. Number 25, a senior, Ethan Merrill. Number 27, a junior, Zaid Montgomery. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate the 2022 3A Baseball 4th place team, the Girard Tigers.
He called them the Tigers. They're doing Bishop Ward as well. You see the Trojans, they'll stay out there and watch this ceremony. Columbus getting ready to take on Wichita Collegiate in the championship game. We're in the midst of the Leah Smith Farmers Insurance post-game show as the Trojans wrap up here the 2022 baseball season. Again, a phenomenal year. The Girard Trojans and the fans should be super faithful, super proud rather, 21-4 on the season. And in playing in clearly one of the best conferences in Class 3A in the CNC, and getting here and getting a win, getting the first ever state win at a state baseball tournament, scoring some of the most runs they've ever scored at a state baseball tournament, and advancing to the day number 2, which was a big accomplishment. Certainly today did not go the way they wanted it to go, but right there, not very far. In fact, I texted Coach Dunlap and I said, there is no doubt in my mind you guys belong in this tournament. After watching how they played against Wichita Collegiate, it wasn't in the cards here today for the Trojans, but the future is certainly bright here for Trojan baseball, and the community has done everything the community should do to help support these kids to continue to be successful and to give them the tools in which they need to do that. And all that will just lead to more and more success, which just leads to more and more energy and enthusiasm. by golly, we need more of that today in this world. So, final score in this one, the Trojans fall just short to Bishop Ward, 7-6. 5 hits for the Trojans, 5 hits for Bishop Ward. It was just that close. Trojans scored 3 in the first. Then the Cyclones tied it up with 3. They took the lead with 1 run in the second, and then added to that lead with 3 runs in the third. And the Trojans did not give up another run from the third inning on, but just couldn't generate enough offense in innings 5, 6, and 7 to try to get a run across. They got 3 in the fourth to get it to within 1 run, but just came up short and end up falling in this one 7-6. They fell earlier today 7-2 to Wichita Collegiate, but picked up an 8-2 win in game number 1 over TMP Marion. So the Trojans go 1-2 at the state tournament. Again, finished the year 21-4. Congratulations to Girard baseball. Good luck to everybody at the state track meet down in Wichita, and hope they'll bring some hardware back to G-Town. That's going to do it for our coverage here from the state tournament. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors for helping making this possible and helping bring Girard Sports Live into everybody's homes each night. We really appreciate the support. It's just overwhelming to me when I think about it, and so I try not to, but really cool. And special thanks again to the Girard Public Recreation Commission for helping underwrite some of our coverage here from the state tournament. That'll do it for us for our coverage of Girard Sports Live all season long. We'll be back in the fall, and we'll be out to see some of you business owners here this summer as well. All that and more when we kick things off in the fall with some Trojan football and volleyball coming up for 2022 and 23. Cannot believe it. Enjoy your summer. Make sure you folks in Southeast Kansas pencil in the Kansas Shrine Bowl on July 23rd, and we'll be down there to see you then. We're back in Pittsburgh. That'll do it from Toynton Family Stadium in Manhattan. I'm BJ Harris saying so long. You've been watching Girard High School Baseball on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.